Armstrong, especially when I do this.
There's a reason Hollywood's biggest legends go quiet when Jim Carrey walks into a room. It's not fear. It's not jealousy. It's
Oh, that's your water. I'm sorry.
the unsettling realization that this man, this rubber-faced wizard from Newmarket, Ontario, might actually know them better than they know themselves. Because when Jim Carrey...
And when you're near me, my heart does shine. So I got to ask before we start. It's a question straight from my heart. Can I see one today?
Carrey does an impression of you.
I'd like to thank all the ladies. All I gotta do is let go of the illusion that I exist. Drive around in my Lincoln.
Hi, boys and girls. Your friend Pee-wee has been on a new adventure.
He doesn't just mimic your voice or copy your walk. He climbs inside your soul, rearranges the furniture, and walks back out wearing your face like a Halloween.
Where's the beef? Where is it? Give me the beef or I'll crack your head open!
And how... I can't believe
So completely unhinged that even the celebrities he was mocking had no words left. Let's start with the one that broke the internet and arguably broke Clint Eastwood's brain.
It's Jeff. Please open up. Please.
What the hell do you want, you son of a bitch?
Liz Taylor refuses to do the interview in a thong bikini.
You know who I am? I am Conan O'Brien, damn it! And I want her in that thong tonight! Do you understand? Conan O'Brien has spoken! Get me!
Picture it. Jim Carrey, barely out of his 20s, doing a Clint Eastwood impression so devastatingly precise that when the real Clint finally saw the tape, he didn't laugh. He didn't get angry. He just sat there, squinted those famous squinty eyes, and said,
Just give me one today.
the gravel in his voice. It wasn't the cowboy hat or the cigar. It was the pause. That tiny, dangerous half-second of silence before Clint says anything. Carrey weaponized that pause. He stretched it until you could feel...
I mean, take a big step back. Like go from winning an Oscar to doing a car commercial. We're dressing up so pretty. There's some fine-looking pussy in this room tonight, I'll tell you that much. It makes me feel safe, Dave. It's not even a booger anymore.
Oh, okay,
It's more of an anchor.
You're tearing me apart!
The year was 1983. Jim Carrey was 21 years old, scrawny, wide-eyed, and walking onto the Tonight Show stage with the kind of confidence that should not exist in a human being that young. Within 90 seconds, this kid was doing Sammy Davis Jr., then Henry Fonda, then Jimmy Stewart, then morphing...
You know, a few years from now, a lot of people will be vacationing down in the sunny Caribbean.
Really? Yeah. It's just something to shoot for.
The legendary host, the man who had seen every comic in America, slowly leaning forward in his chair, mouth slightly open, watching this kid like he was witnessing the birth of a new species. Carson didn't laugh, that big Carson laugh. He just stared. And in television, when Johnny Carson stares instead of laughs, that's the moment a career is born. Now, here's something most people don't realize.
But I don't know. Maybe the moon made him. Or her.
but there are exceptions.
But lucky for me, she was open and willing to learn. Less is more.
He found the breath. That little inhaled gasp Goldblum takes mid-sentence, like he's just discovered the word he's about to say is delicious. When Goldblum watched Matthew McConaughey, you've seen the Lincoln commercial parody. Carrey, slumped in the driver's seat, mumbling about boogers and anchors and whose kids these even are. But what most people miss is how disturbingly accurate the philosophy is. Carrey didn't just copy McConaughey's drawl. He captured that exact moment.
Every time I look at Jim Carrey,
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
She actually stole. Wow, look at this. I can do anything with it. Working, not working. Oh, they got you coming and going, man. You know what I mean? This is incredible transformation.
It is an incredible transformation. Who was the teacher?
Watch this.
Oh, yeah, all right.
9 spot.
Hi, boys and girls. Your friend Pee-wee has been on a new adventure, which is why it's time to buy the new improved Pee-wee dough. This one's even anatomically correct. That's right, just like Fu Manchu. The new Pee-wee doll is a master of disguise. So new Pee-wee can beat this.
Nicholson.
I've got the beginning of 46 thoughts. Now let's do this. I'm holding my bladder. Let's get at her. Thank you, Chris. Now look, here's the deal.
I dream about being 3-time Golden Globe winning actor Jim Carrey.
Now, Carrey has never publicly confirmed this, and we're not diagnosing anyone. But watch his face in slow motion sometime. Watch how his cheeks pull back further than they should. Watch how his eyes go wider than physics allows. Watch his neck stretch like taffy when he does his Stallone impression. There's something genuinely anatomical happening here. The man has a body that bends the rules, which means every impression he does isn't just talent. It's literal architecture. He has the physical...
who's close to Jim Carrey is Robin Williams. Click here to watch.
You're a granddad, unbelievably.
I am a granddad,
yeah,
yes.
granddad.
But I tell him, don't call me grandpa, because every time, and it's hilarious, because he'll just keep doing it because it bothers me. You know, I say, don't call me grandpa, and he'll go grandpa, and every time he calls me, I get a little older.
He knows exactly how he sounds. And Carrey, somehow, knew that Stallone knew. But we cannot, absolutely cannot, talk about Jim Carrey impressions without talking about his Joe Biden. Because this one didn't just leave a celebrity speechless. It left an entire country speechless. When Carrey took over Saturday Night Live as President Biden during the 2020 election cycle, something strange happened. The impression wasn't mean. It wasn't a takedown. It was almost affectionate. Carrey captured Biden's distinctive cadence, the long pauses, the searching for words, the sudden whispers, the equally sudden shouts. But he also captured something else, the earnestness, the grandfather energy, the sense that this guy genuinely believes every word he's saying, even when he's not entirely sure what those words are. The real Biden never officially commented, but multiple White House staffers reportedly admitted they couldn't stop watching the sketches. And that's the Carrey magic. He doesn't roast.
You ever make the wrong turn and next thing you know, you're in the hood? And why do they call it hood? What is it, like the entire city's a giant sweatshirt and that's the part you pull over your head? What is the deal? pure. Ready to massage my back tonight.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
And taking the #1 spot, Jim
Oh, it'll be all right. Just get a mustache or something. Get a little disguise. I'm pulling this off. Maybe this is the way I can live for the rest of my life. I got up to the vendor who's selling all...
Talk about the Bruce Dern impression, because this one is genuinely underrated and deserves its flowers. Bruce Dern is a tough impression. He's all jagged edges and unpredictable rhythms. He talks like he's accusing the air of something. Carrey captured it so perfectly that when he did the impression and award ceremony, the camera cut to Dern in the audience, and Dern just nodded slowly, almost approvingly, with the exact same intensity Carrey was using to imitate him. It was like watching a man recognize his own reflection in a funhouse mirror.
It doesn't make any sense at all. I think it's like a balance thing, you know? It's like, you know, if I'm shaved down and then I got to do this, you know? So if I ever shave my face again, you'll know. There's a full beard somewhere.
Full Rickles, capturing that specific machine gun delivery. The way Rickles could fire off 3 offensive jokes in 5 seconds and somehow leave the audience loving him more by the end of it. Carrey understood that Rickles wasn't actually mean. He was a sweetheart wearing a porcupine costume, and the impression captured both layers, the spikes and the marshmallow underneath. Here's something fascinating. The answer, of course, is that he isn't getting away with anything. He's just doing what he was born to do, letting go of Jim Carrey long enough to give the rest of us a brand new Jack, Clint, Stallone, Biden, McConaughey, or Nicholson. And honestly, we should all be grateful because there's never been anyone like him, and there probably never will be again.